Some spots, but what I loved was the numbers that we saw just above my head. 36 degrees. Yeah, we like that. That's about what the temperature is in Chattanooga as well. 3-degree guarantee. We made it. We slipped under the wire. 38 the official high. We forecast 41, but that cool air just stayed with us. $170 now in the 3-degree guarantee jackpot. We're going to give that away at the end of the month. We're going to give a matching amount to a local nonprofit. You got to be part of it. But to do that, you register at local3news.com/3-degree. Tomorrow's high, we're going to hit that overnight tonight. 35 degrees. It'll be in the low 30s much of the morning and then the 20s during the afternoon. But 35 degrees, our forecast high temperature for tomorrow. Here is the radar imagery. You see things beginning to wind down, but when I say that, we still have some light drizzles and even some light freezing precip still out there, creating at least wet roads and some slick roads. We have had reports of ice mainly north of Chattanooga and up toward the plateau, also in places like Dayton. Wouldn't be surprised if we had some in Athens, but haven't had any firsthand reports there. But Bledsoe County, Grundy County, Ray County, all of those have seen at least some frozen precip tonight and probably a little bit more. As you can see, the further south you go, the less of an issue that is. Preliminary precipitation outlook for next week. It's going to be wet next week. Notice I'm not saying icy or snowy, I'm saying wet. Also, because it's going to be wet, just wet, we're talking about above average temperatures. Not only are we going to be done with the freezing next week, we are talking about temperatures climbing into the 50s and 60s next week. Right now, though, 37 in Chattanooga. Look at that, 37 degrees. You can see the showers continuing, very light drizzles, and I would almost say a mist out there for most folks that are still getting stuff. 36 degrees in Cleveland. These are the spots. This is the general area where we've seen much of the frozen precipitation falling and the ice continuing to build up. Meanwhile, looking at Altamont up on the plateau, 36 degrees, so that's good news. And most of our road temperatures are above freezing, save maybe on the plateau in some spots. 38, our high today, 16 the low this morning, 51 and 32 the normal high and low. And take a look, our sky watchers checking into the low to mid 30s. 41 Ringgold, though, good for you. 39 in McDonald. We hit 38 Delano, 30 in Dayton, and 35 in Jasper. Next 12 hours, well, here we go. There's that high of 35 overnight. That's at 3 a.m. We see any precipitation fading away. Might have some light mountain flurries through the overnight and through the day tomorrow, but you're not going to see much. Low 30s right through the early afternoon, and we'll want to show you the forecast wind gusts because it is going to be windy, 10 to 20 mile per hour sustained winds. Wind gusts 15 to 25 miles per hour, and those winds are going to be out of the northwest much of the day, knocking our temperatures down in the afternoon. So again, low 30s through the morning and into the early afternoon, and then we'll see it plummeting through the 20s during the afternoon and the evening hours. Notice the wind chill with those gusty winds is going to stay about 10 degrees at least below the actual temperature. So it is going to be kind of a biting day tomorrow. There's the low working its way eastward. As it continues to do that, it will continue to push all that moisture eastward as well. So looking at our future cast, you're going to see everything fading away. Again, I'm not going to be surprised if we see a few flurries in some of the higher elevations, primarily through the morning hours at least on Friday, and then through Friday afternoon into Friday night, falling temperatures. Wind chill advisory, don't forget Friday night into Saturday morning, wind chills -5 to 5 degrees Saturday morning. For tonight, 29, that'll be later in the morning, upper 20s and low 30s. And then tomorrow, the high of 35, again, we will hit that during the overnight. That's when we're going to hit all of these highs for tomorrow. And again, maybe a few light flurries. Those winds out of the northwest, 10 to 20 miles per hour. So we'll hit the high of 35, temperatures will fall. 11 on Saturday morning, 12 Sunday morning. And again, those wind chills will be 0 or below. And then that big, huge warm up next week with chances of rain to go along with it.